Okay, welcome back, Lindsay. The Dead Man Switch, Part 2.
All right, so we're back in present time.
Yeah, we are, and we're going to talk up to the coroner about Sam. Remember, he said he had that little chip implanted in his head?
Right.
So we're going to go find out where his body is and see if we can learn about the body.
So was he expecting anyone in specific to be out after him, or was he just in case of death?
I guess it was just in case of death. I mean, you know what I know at this point. I'm in the back. Well, that's comforting. Thank you, Intercom. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic.
You'd think medicine would have advanced just a little bit more here.
Right.
This morgue looks pretty old school.
Oh yeah, this guy looks legit. I love my job. Alright, something kindly in his eyes.
There's nothing kindly in those eyes. Those are goddamn terrifying.
Yeah, that smile says, I have candy, get in the van. Alright, John.
The organ grinders branch manager.
Oh yeah, that's what the coroners are called. They're called the organ grinders.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, there's that.
Well, at least it's standard.
Aha. So I guess he didn't like that answer. Careful, friend. I gotta have Lone Star here in 2 minutes. And so I'm telling him about the locator in Sam's head.
All right. So he's the coroner, but he doesn't know about it yet?
No, he's the coroner, but he hasn't examined.
Okay.
So he's asking me who told him. I don't really think I want to mention the money yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't. This guy does not look legit.
The one thing I wish this game would do is when you pick the text selection, I wish it would represent it up top. Like what you picked and what their response is. Even though you know what you picked, I think it would be a little bit better. But
yeah, just in case.
Alright. Emerald City Ripper, huh?
So is he saying that Sam was killed by this Ripper?
He said it was the second one. So maybe a serial killer?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, death by scalpel. Okay, so we know that much. And removes the internal organs of a victim. Great.
Fun.
So he cut out Sam's liver. The first heart was missing, and the third one had a spleen.
So some sort of Frankenstein collector here.
Right. Okay, McCluskey. That guy smells like a cop already. Hear about that Ripper Vic, Sam Watts.
That's such a cop name, too. McCluskey.
Yeah, McCluskey. Right. That or he owns a Chevrolet dealership. Alright, I'm picking up some stuff now. Covered by a surgical sheet. Okay, so the incision looks really small. Next up are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on the body. So I'm checking out the business card here. The Seamstress's Union.
Seamstress's Union?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if you were one of the other classes, if there would be an opportunity to do more.
I don't know.
With this investigative stuff.
And there's probably a lot of this stuff in the game that, like, I'm going to definitely play through it. Even though it's very linear, I'm going to come through a couple times, I think, and just try out new classes and see what works. This is fun.
Was there some sort of medic class that would have maybe, like the shaman or something? I'm trying to remember what the classes were.
I don't think there was any kind of medic or healer that would have known. I mean, maybe the shaman, I don't know. Making sure I got this. Oh, see? Okay, so I missed part of the note. So somebody named Jessica. Alright. I didn't take the cred stick. I figured that would be robbing the dead a little bit and kind of interfering with the investigation. Yep, homicide detective, thank you. Right out of Central Casting, exactly.
He's part orc, I guess?
He's all orc.
All orc, okay.
I don't think there's part anything.
Oh, okay.
Might be partly honest. Okay, so Sam's mother killed herself, apparently. So you insisted at the time. Okay, maybe she didn't kill herself.
Oh, interesting.
Alright, this guy's obviously just out for himself. Killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, and then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, that doesn't sound at all like a Fringe episode.
Computer-controlled lasers, nice.
Well, I get, yeah, because scalpels are so passé.
Sure.
Unlike everything else in this coroner's office
Right.
that hasn't advanced. Who the hell are you, McCluskey? Get in my office, McCluskey. I guess I'll see if my strength is high enough, I can intimidate him with my strength.
That's interesting that you can see it, but not be able to choose it.
Yeah. I guess it tells you, like, so if you want to come back with other options later.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so this guy's motivated to solve the crime, but maybe not motivated for altruistic reasons.
Sure. So what are you thinking at this stage? Are you thinking you want to go hunt down this Ripper or find this Jessica chick or what?
Oh, I mean, obviously, if the Rippers who did it, then that's how I get paid.
Okay.
But it's, I think it might take a while to get there and kind of piece everything together. Yeah, he convicted his own mother if it meant another 10 union a week in his paycheck. Okay. So it looks like this little guy's going to try to help me, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do to help you? I'm going to ask about a couple questions here. So, okay, so he is corrupt cop.
Yeah.
The McCluskey. Mother died of a suicide, but that didn't sound right.
So what are organs worth these days? I'm not saying I have a line on any or anything, but...
Well, that's what they said. I mean, he was kind of saying earlier that maybe reports organs really wouldn't be worth that much in this day and age because a lot of them are vat-grown.
That's what I would think, yeah.
So that's a seamstress union. It's a club in the Barons section.
Okay.
Of Seattle.
Right.
There you go. See, individual organs. Not worth as much anymore with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market.
Alright. Oh, you got some karma.
Yeah, I did. I guess just asking the right questions,
Okay. Well, you had an option to ask pretty much all the questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through them.
Didn't really seem like
I
any...
get to look around here a little bit. So, thank you, very helpful guy. I'm going to see if I can loot your... Okay, I can get some med kits. I don't know why the coroner would need a med kit.
No.
By the time you end up at the corner, I think you might be beyond med kits. Well, maybe that explains why he has a couple extra.
Right.
Maybe looted them off people. Alright, so I had 2 karma. So let's look what I can do with it.
Can you use them at any time once you have them?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, which is awesome. See, everything costs like 3. Like I've already invested 2, so it costs 3 or something.
So what are you leaning toward here? Unarmed?
Okay. Yeah. I want to punch people.
You want to punch people.
I think, right. I might put some in throwing weapons too, since it's tied to the same attribute.
Okay.
So
that's nice.
So I can either punch people or maybe be more accurate with like throwing grenades at them.
Well, that's nice, and that does give you a nice ranged option. I was wondering about that earlier.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking out the interface here. Let's see. There's Physical Adept. There's my character class.
Hone your body.
Yeah, Physical Adepts benefit from focusing on unarmed combat or melee weapons. It's difficult to increase both because they both are in different lines.
Right, okay.
So like the chi casting stuff is something
Right.
that I'm going to use to enhance my physical strikes. So body strength and willpower are the main ones I'm worried about.
Okay.
Okay, so now he's telling me he's going to help me. I should go open the morgue drawer.
Oh, fun. Always a good place to poke around.
It's labeled John Doe, but it's set to 21 degrees Celsius. Fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. And the body. Whoa! Easy there!
Jake Armitage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, you won't know this, but he was actually the main character in the I think 1996, if I got my year correct.
Oh, nice.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System version of
Shadowrun? Oh.
I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Doesn't feel like 6 yet. Notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good.
So what type of character was he?
If I remember correctly, Jake is kind of like a Street Sam and a mage.
Huh, okay.
Like, I know you could tell he's like got that little jack in his head.
Right.
So I think he's got some skills there. But he's also can cast some spells and stuff and kind of mix it up.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So is he going to join your little crew? Are you going to hire him or something, maybe?
I don't know. I think this guy's off said he could help, so I might be able to help you out. Because this is the last guy to see Sam alive. Okay. Laying low after a bad run, Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, and then I did. And out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me.
Soy calf?
Yeah, I think that's the future of coffee.
Oh, wonderful. Sounds delicious.
Although I do find it hard to believe that Starbucks would have gone out of business in Seattle.
Right.
That you'd be buying something called soy calf. So Jake's got a court bounty on his head, and that's why he's sleeping in a freezer. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Oh, Jake.
He's a regular.
Yeah, I don't think I could sleep with this guy as my... Oh, yeah, go ahead and get in the freezer. I'll wake you up at 6.
Right?
You're going to hand us up. I could use some backup to settle a score with those Halloweeners out there.
Halloweeners? Really?
It's a gang.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Do they just, like, go around listening to Ministry all the time?
No, that would actually be pretty cool. I think they're just in costume, like it's Halloween, all the time.
Well, that won't get them beaten up or anything.
Well, that's why they form a gang. You know, they're kind of like future juggalos. Okay. So we're kind of coming to a mutual understanding here, apparently.
I don't work for free. I fight. I get paid.
Oh, I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna be square with this guy.
Happen to have an SMG with you?
No guns for me, man. Got it covered. He's gonna give me a ball bat, but okay.
And it's in your inventory now.
I guess I could have asked for anything at that point, but,
Huh.
I'm just sticking with the character at this point.
Yeah.
Flaming jack-o'-lantern is their symbol.
Wow.
But you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. And then they're led by a troll named John Paul. It's kind of disappointing.
He must be Canadian.
I was kind of expecting something like Mr. Sinister.
Right?
Baseball bat. Knock him out of the park with his old-fashioned slugger. Alright, so away we go. Oh, and Jake's following me. So yeah, I only have direct control over me, it looks like, out of combat, but it looks like this guy's just kind of in tow.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see if you can choose his actions once you get into combat then.
Right. So here we are, into the Barrens. Run into Seattle Sprawl sooner or later, and you find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Yeah, my guess is once we hit combat, it's going to be just like the flashback scene.
Okay,
I'll have control over him. Jake stops on to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else.
You've got a recipe for mean as hell. Oh my gosh. I don't know about this flavor text.
I love it. It's very, very, very true to the setting.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So now we're going to his stash. I guess he stashed a bunch of his gear before he took a little nap on the slab.
Wow, so the morgue, it's like, it's an attraction. It's got its own neon sign and everything.
Yeah. I'm looking for a date. Dwarves are my favorite.
Wow.
I'm glad to know that in the future, there are still meth chicks. Alright, so we're going to get a stash here, find out what's inside. I keep trying to mess with the camera, but I don't think there's no way to really angle it, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why they did it. It's like I said, it's a very fixed perspective.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, there's no camera controls. See, it says right, you can click and hold to pan the camera, zoom in and out, but you can't. There's nothing like
You can't rotate.
like XCOM. Like XCOM, I can
Right.
turn and move the camera any way I wanted to. I can't do that in this game. I mean, I'm sure it made it easier on them to know that you had a fixed perspective because they can know for their art assets they didn't have to draw everything.
Oh, that's true.
But you know, it's a little disappointing. Oh shit! Hand over the loot, bozos.
Oh my god.
Tough talkers.
Are these the Halloweeners?
I think these are some of the Halloweeners.
Let's go by Wieners for short.
Wieners. Okay. So I don't really want to pitch a grenade at him or anything. Let's see.
Well, why not?
Got the stash. I don't have any karma. I don't think they're close enough together for me to hit them.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get the feel for what's going on. Okay, so that's where my cyber wheel would go. So I do have my ball bat. I got my fist. I got my one spell that makes my fists hit hard. So let's see what's in Killing Hands. Yeah, time to power up. And see now my fists do 13 damage now.
Oh,
Again,
nice.
Instead of just 3. So I'm gonna go punch a wiener. That sounded a lot
You
cooler.
punched him good!
That sounded a lot better in my head.
You punched him in the wiener.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. Oh yeah. So there's Jake. So there he's got some spells. He's got flamethrower. He's got a heal spell and aim. Looks like a buff. Okay. Yeah.
Flamethrower looks fun.
And then he's also looks like he's at least packing a pistol. There you go. All right. So I buffed Brim.
All
so
right.
my aim accuracy's up even more. So when I go with Brim to punch, my punches should be more.
Really?
I can really punch some wieners now. I shot him, so he missed.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Dude shot me. I like that it gives you this. If I hover over my guy, it gives you like the little buffs. Like
Yeah.
what's affecting you at any one time. Punch.
Weak.
Brat. Jake, put him down.
I love how she's just kind of standing there.
Well, it looks like there's standard hits, there's crits that do double damage, and then there's weak.
Okay.
They're like grazes.
Right.
And they'll do
Glancing
half damage.
damage.
Yeah, like glancing damage. Let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Chummer. It's so cyberpunk, though. It's so true to form to Shadowrun.
Yeah.
The tabletop version of this game,
Uh-huh.
very fun to play. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they just released their 6th edition.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's still active and going.
Well, that's cool.
And I think even Earthdawn got picked up again.
Yeah.
It got reprinted and stuff too. And I forgot to mention that we were actually kind of corrected on that. It's comments from somebody who watched our first episode of this. Is that these absolutely do happen in the same world?
As
Like,
Earthdawn?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
So Earthdawn would be like the 4th world.
Okay.
And then
The
this
fourth
is
era.
The 4th world, yeah, that's what they
Okay.
call it. And then this is the 6th world. I guess the idea is that magic ebbs and flows.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So yes, this is Seattle as we know it. It's happening in our world, but magic has risen up again. So all the creatures that were and meta-humans and magic that was present in Earthdawn is now present here too.
Okay.
And you know that's pretty neat. So it's kind of ties both settings together.
So magic itself is kind of cyclical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Worried man.
Worried man. Okay. What's he worried about?
I don't know. Let's find out. We can pay you. Okay, some thugs are shaking down the market.
Mrs. James, is that the lady over on the corner?
I hope not. Mrs. James probably doesn't have all her teeth. Let's see what Sarah has to say. Not my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble.
Goddamn wieners.
They rode in this morning on their fancy bikes. They're wiener cycles. Alright, well. So these are probably the guys, so let's go give them a rude awakening.
Oh, I thought it said these gingers.
These gingers. That would be
really
great.
Demeaning to redheads for no reason.
Well, no, well, Jake's he's a ginger.
Yeah.
He's Ginger Armitage. Alright, so she's gonna scram. Apparently. She told us to watch our own ass, don't worry about her.
Is that the fancy bike?
That's one of the fancy bikes, apparently. I don't see a lot of other fancy bikes.
Those do look pretty nice.
I sure hope it's not like the little rickshaw down here.
No.
That's what the
That doesn't look too fancy.
That's what the Halloweeners are riding in. I'm really not that impressed.
Yeah.
Okay. This dude is a shaman, or used to be a shaman.
But he's all cracked out now.
Apparently.
Vlad.
Yeah, this guy's out of his nut. Okay, so he saw something across the street from the Seamsters Union, and it freaked him out. Alright. So is he a nutcase, or was something really supernatural going on? I don't know.
I don't know. These seamstresses don't seem to be up to any good.
Don't hurt me. There's a wiener standing by his rickshaw.
Oh no. This fancy bike.
Okay, those are probably the motorcycles right there they were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not the rickshaws. Halloweener Sentry.
Hey,
ass wipes. Okay. So these are the guys. You rolling with Jake. Bad idea, chummer. Combat time.
Man, they're not even in costume.
Yeah, I think that's more like their generic gang look. Time to get punchy.
Now, what are those targeting circles?
I didn't know that at first, and I actually had to look them up. Those are ley lines, and I did not use them to my advantage, unfortunately.
Are they something that Armitage uses?
Yeah, there's something casters can use,
Okay.
and I had to go on Reddit today and find out about it. Apparently, if you stand in them, they'll buff your caster.
Oh.
Make things like maybe your cooldown's less, or maybe you do more damage, or things like that.
Oh, well, that's nice.
They're like magical buff zones, and the game doesn't really tell you that. Like, if you stand in them, you can see that you have a buff called ley lines, but you can't really see how it affects you at all. So I kind of wish it had more of a tutorial in that aspect. Alright, so one down. I'm all buff, trying to figure out where to go now. I think I'm going to come around the back, try to flank them.
Is there any sort of equivalent buff that you can get as melee?
I don't think so. I think it's just a caster buff, but but look where they are. They're right out in the open.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, you're definitely gonna be exposing yourself
Right.
to enemy fire. Trying to figure out where I want to move Jake, where I can pop this guy, but still not completely put him at risk. I guess I'm just gonna run out here. Okay. Hide behind these crates. And you can see where my line of sight is now. Because they're cut off from each other, I can't see what's in the center.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like you have to have line of sight on these guys to see where they're at. See, I moved over thinking that guy was going to be there, and they both ran down to take out Jake.
Oh. So when it's dark and shaded, that doesn't just mean... Okay, that means
No,
you
it's like total...
really can't see
No,
what
it's
happens.
total fog of war.
Okay.
Like, you have to have line of sight, or one of your party has to have line of sight for you to know what's going on. Like, Jake has line of sight to that guy he just shot, but I didn't have line of sight to this guy, the second guy, but Brim had line of sight to him. Halloween or mage. Yeah, I didn't expect him to completely just charge Jake and forget about me, but looks like he's got it under control. Bam, crit for 20 damage. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Dead,
time.
Jake! Dead! John Paul, the troll. Alright, time to get punchy. Wow, that's a big machete.
Oh, wow.
Only 4 damage, though. So I can do better than that. Come here, Paul.
Jump ball.
Time to power my hands again. Hands of stone. Boom. Oh, I only did 7. Never mind. That's kind of wussy. Give myself an accuracy buff. And he still got... Because, see, I didn't move, so Jake could cast a spell on me and then shoot in the same round.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Whoa, uncle.
Whoa.
I was just playing with you. Yeah. What do you think, Jake? Yeah. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back.
I hate it when wieners do that.
Yeah, I do too. I'd kill this motherfucker too. Yeah, no mercy. Ooh, 26 damage with fists.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Drek.
Notice there's no loot dropping off these guys.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like all of the money that you gain comes from completing the sections of the quest.
Okay, yeah.
And not the loot.
And you just have to go buy gear.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
Or get it handed to you, like the baseball bat.
Right. And when I was looking through options either, I didn't see anything for crafting your own stuff or modding it or upgrading it or anything like that.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I would think like the cyber gear that you could wear, you might build that yourself,
Yeah,
at least
I
if
mean,
you're a techie.
You would think, but I guess not so much in this game. I kind of remember stuff like that in the pen and paper game. Like you could mod out your own, like if you were a decker, you could build your own cyber deck and like.
Right.
And I think there's a way to maybe smart link your guns. Like Street Samurais would put the jack in their head, and you could have the jack kind of like feed down to your gun to make you more accurate. Like, so now your sighting is basically where you look.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that kind of thing. Okay. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing lights. He's got that bounty on his head, so he can't go with us. Thanks for the help of the Halloweeners. Here's your payment. So he's so he gave me 1,000 nuyen, which means now I got 1,000 in my name. But that's probably why there's no loot, is I want to kind of balance it without making it like random with how much money you have.
Sure.
Cool. One more thing: when you're done checking out your pal's crime, pop into the Seamsters Union just down the street. Gear, information, or a stiff drink. Okay. So that sounds like that'll be my base of operations then.
Hanging out with the seamstresses.
Nice knowing you. He's gone. Bye, Jake. Bye, Ginger.
Well, that's cool. I guess he was just a little shout out to everybody who's played the old games.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be great to have some continuity in there. And there's probably people who are, well, way more knowledgeable about Shadowrun than I am, certainly. But not only the old games, but the old pen and paper stuff, too. There's probably a ton of that kind of stuff in here. I just don't know it all. Look, you sinless garbage. See, there's the sin. He doesn't.
Okay.
He's homeless. He doesn't have the security ID number, so he's sinless. So they're giving the bum a hard time. Won't let him back in to get his blankets and stuff. Okay. Meet my friend, Mr. Credstick.
Okay, so you can bribe him.
You can try to lie. And it looks like if I had security or long night. If you look cold, so I picked up a donut and soy cat for you. I don't have that, but that might be a good plan B. I don't know if I like that the game tells me that up front.
Yeah.
Or if I would prefer that had just been hidden.
Right, and if you happen to have it.
Yeah, and if I could have been resourceful, because now, see, obviously this failed. Like me just trying to be nice about it. I mean, that's his bum what he saw. No cop. I'm as sinless as you.
Of course I'm sinless.
System ID number my ass. Back to power, brother.
Mrs. James. She sounds shady as shit.
It's Shadowrun. Everybody's shady as shit.
Oh, okay.
It didn't look like he saw much. Big ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around. He brought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous. And his right hand was all cyberware. Okay, that sounds interesting. Hospital scrubs. Remember, because it was a scalpel killing? So maybe that's our guy.
Oh, that's right. So a troll handling scalpels.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. Well, I don't think he said the guy had a scalpel. I think he said the troll was in scrubs.
Sure.
So hospital scrubs, scalpel. It's kind of, I guess. Okay, this has to be Dan, the donut man. It's Dan the donut man. All right. Powdered sugar and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. I'm gonna get you, chummer. Well,
What's the V10? Oh, that's a Nuyen. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so he didn't really see anything about the killing either. And what can you tell me about the Barons? Okay, just general stuff.
You didn't ask him about the troll wearing scrubs?
There it is.
Oh, so you're gonna go bribe Officer Krupke.
Oh, see, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the donut stuff. Yeah, he was very reluctant to rat out another troll because of all the metahuman profiling that goes on.
Right.
The more things change,
Yep.
the more they stay the same. Ain't no justice for the horned man. You again. Okay, let me... Yep, here. See? Well, you know, cop likes a donut.
And soy calf. Yeah, fuck those forensics guys.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I
slipshod
don't think I'm going to pretend to be from forensics. I don't even want to pretend to be a cop.
That's messed up.
Okay, so that worked. Coffee and donuts get you anywhere in real life. I'll try it next time I get a speeding ticket. Small piece of glass looks like the bottom of a test tube.
Ooh.
Here's the coat and blanket the old man was trying to get back. Alright. Pick that stuff up. I'll give him back that old coop. Receipt falls out from the Seamstresses Union 2 days ago, 3:02 a.m.
Those goddamn seamstresses.
I don't think they're really seamstresses, honey.
Oh, okay.
I think that's just the name of the bar.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I thought it was like the VFW or something.
No, it's not the VFW. Okay, so some force shattered the lights, and there's, okay, humans, footprints, and a larger set worker troll, so we already know it was a troll.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I got a couple karma out of that, investigated crime scene. So that tells me the time of the death, because it was, well, approximately 3:02 a.m. was when he was at last seen at the bar. Alright, gave the old man his stuff back. Hello, Bobby. Hey,
Wow.
Chama.
He is just happy as can be.
Oh, okay. He's just your neighborhood drug peddler. So there's kamikaze and nitro drugs
Hey,
of
guys.
choice. Increases body strength and willpower. Well, that sounds like a good deal for 5 rounds. And nitro, strength and willpower, and charisma and intelligence.
So what's the
So,
downside?
okay. Charisma and intelligence go down from -2 for 5 rounds with nitro.
Ah.
Kamikaze, there apparently is no downside.
All right then.
So
With
see,
a name
it
like that.
already slotted into my little bar, toolbar
Okay.
down there at the bottom with my med packs and everything.
So you can just activate it whenever you need it?
Yeah. And I think it'd probably just take an action point like everything else.
Sure.
So if you use a spell as an action point, use an item action point. I really like that system.
Mm-hmm.
I like that if you're conservative with your movements, you can get double actions and stuff.
Definitely.
It's really cool. All right, Seamstresses Union. Yeah, see, that's a bar. See the martini glasses and the little showgirl?
Okay.
Would you like to proceed? You're damn straight. All right. And we will find out what the hell this seamstresses union is all about next time.
All right.
All right. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in episode 3.